Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Loki from the Thor Ragnarok movie, and this is from the Hulk Build-A-Figure wave. As you can see, the Build-A-Figure piece is one of Hulk's legs, and if we flip it round to the back, you can see a little bio right there, a nice picture of the figure. I've now reviewed all of the first three figures, so next up we're going to be going for Ares, and then the Odin Son, and then Lady Thor. So then we can finally get to the Build-A-Figure, and they're all coming up very shortly, so if you want to check them out, go ahead and stay tuned to the channel. Let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here's Loki out of the packaging. This figure, again, just like the other two that I've reviewed so far, is fantastic. We've got sort of new technology, as I like to say, you know, lots of new sculpts. I think this is probably 100% new sculpt work right here. We've got the new head sculpt design work here, so we've got the amazingly accurate face there of Tom Hiddleston. I mean, that is just amazing. It literally looks like I've got a miniature Tom on the table here, just a miniature Loki. It looks like it should be moving. So the figure has two accessories. One is the headdress right here, so you can take off this kind of crown, the helmet, the horns, whatever you want to call this thing. It's really, really nicely done. As you saw there, it does fit nice and snug to his face. It's done in a very nice gold plastic. It's nice and flexible there. It's not warped or anything in any way, which is very, very nice. And honestly, it's just pretty much perfect. And I love the fact that you can remove it, so you can have it on or off. I would have loved it if he did come in with his... I would have loved it if he came with his daggers, but never mind. We do actually get a removable cape with this figure as well, just like the other two movie figures. And unlike the others, this one actually hooks in at the top of each shoulder. Now, I have to say, it pretty much just rests in. As you can see, the pegs are just straight pegs, so it just uses gravity to sit there. I definitely think that just like the interchangeable hands and stuff on these Marvel Legends figures, or even like the Thor Cape over here, if I go ahead and show you this, you see how it's not just a straight peg, it's got the rounded piece, the wider bit on the end, so that it actually pegs into place and then can't fall out easily. I think that that's what they should have done with this, and then it would have held in much easier, because it's not going to fall off his shoulders because it rests on even without the pegs, but it's just this piece does lift up out of the hole for me. And again, amazing sculpt work on this. You do have that metallic tealy blue that we saw on Thor, so it looks like he's going to have some armor from the same gladiator arena or something in the movie. We also see it here and there on the figure as well, so you got it on the gauntlets here, and then down here on the boots. This right here, this blue, that, my friend, is dry brushing. We have dry brushing on Marvel Legends. That is amazing. So without the cape on, you can see that the shoulders stick out a little bit, but I think that looks perfectly fine. Obviously, what that means is that you can get the full range of articulation from that joint with the armor not going right up to that piece right there. I think it looks pretty sweet as well, actually. One thing I love about the hair on this figure is look at how flexible this is. It's absolutely amazing hair. They've finally done what I wanted them to do a long time ago, and they've finally used the perfect rubbery plastic for their hair. Extremely happy for that. Now, as for the face, I mean, look at that. Every single angle, even like from this angle where you can barely see any face, still recognizable. I have to say this new technology is definitely a winner for me. Nice and accurate pale skin tone there as well, just absolutely awesome. Those piercing eyes. Look at this, you can actually move the head completely up, and the hair just looks so natural, moves out the way for him. He can look all the way down. Yes, the head on mine is very stiff, but as you can see, he looks all the way down. Again, still looks very natural. Coming down to the rest of the body, we do get a hint of green in the figure, so that's nice that it's there somewhere. Very nice gold to match the headdress. This piece I really like. It is not fixed to the figure, so obviously it moves there. But what I really like down here is that this piece is meant to look like one, but it does actually come apart a little bit to aid with articulation. That is amazing, because otherwise his legs would barely be able to move. So I'm very happy that they did that cut there. That's really cool. Again, pretty much every single bit of this figure is completely textured. There's no plain spots or anything. Really good looking figure. So as for the articulation, the head can rotate left and right, and you already saw the forward and back. You already saw what the shoulders can do. Then we've got the double jointed elbows right there, which move all the way. We don't normally see it move quite that far, so that's fantastic. Rotation at the upper part of the arm, rotation at the wrist, and then the hinge moves in and out as well. The ab crunch, this is insane. Look at this thing. I mean, you can literally turn him into zombie Loki. Look at that. That is insane. It looks like he just jumped straight off the Michael Jackson Thriller set. It's just crazy. And he can crunch all the way forward as well. That's one of the best crunches I've seen from Marvel Legends. Rotation there at the waist. Hips come out to the side, move forward and back. Rotation there at the thigh. Double jointed knees, and then up and down at the feet. In fact, that is amazing as well. One of the best foot articulation. And then we have ankle pivot there as well. As a size comparison then, he stands 6.5 inches to the top of his head and just over 7 inches to the top of the horns. If I move Thor away just for a second and bring in a regular Marvel Legends figure, as you can see, he stands in good scale with most Legends. But compared to the movie figures, he does look pretty small, I have to say. Especially to Thor. They pretty much should be the same size, I think. Maybe Thor's a little bit taller, but I wouldn't say that he's that much taller. I mean, there's literally like a whole head's worth of difference there. He looks like a teenager next to Thor. I definitely do recommend this figure. The paintwork and the sculpt work and everything is amazing. I love how you can take the cloak off and the helmet there as well. But not coming with any weapons and not being as tall as Thor, that kind of does throw it off a little bit. So I definitely recommend it, and obviously it's very much worthwhile for getting the Hulk builder figure parts. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to see other stuff from my collection, check out my Instagram and Twitter. It's Homerino123. Links are in the description below, and there's other videos on the screen right now that you can go ahead and click on. And if you want to see the rest of this wave, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.